Today on Golf Destination, we take an in-depth look at one of the most popular PGA Tour events, the Travelers Championship at TPC River Highlands. We'll learn everything you need to know about one of the tour's longest running events and most popular stops. And we'll even sit down with a 2023 champion, New England native Keegan Bradley. All of that and more next. Hello and welcome to Golf Destination. I'm your host, Meredith Gorman, and today we are at the TPC River Highlands Golf Course in Cromwell, Connecticut, as we preview the Travelers Championship. The tournament was founded in 1952, and today it ranks as one of the most popular events, both for the players and with the fans, and is usually the second most attended event on tour. Media Day featured a press conference with legendary broadcaster Chris Berman and the 2023 Travelers champion, Keegan Bradley.
How are you? Welcome.
I'm doing
Welcome
great.
Home.
I was saying earlier, did a few interviews, just coming home to New England, just even for a little bit, is so fun. Just going to the airport and seeing the local sports, and it's just so special. I just love it up here.
So, the trophy you have and the trophy the kids have that we got on the 18th green, are they all still in good shape at your house, or
They
what?
definitely have seen some better days, but they're, I can't tell you, in my house, I have no golf stuff displayed. I have an office and I put my trophies up there, but the Travelers trophy with the kids' trophies we have right in our living room. And just the other night, 2 nights ago, I caught my wife. She was staring at the trophy, and I looked at her, and she just said, I just can't believe that happened. And it was so surreal for us that even now, it seems like a dream. And it's just such a special thing for me to come back here as the champion, and remarkable.
Last group, I have it in my hands. Just play your game. Yet, you said you didn't sleep well.
I was very nervous. I slept okay, but when you're in the final group of a tournament, at anything, but especially a big tournament, a signature event, but then especially this tournament for me.
Your signature.
Right. You wake up, as soon as you open your eyes, it's like you have electricity going through you. It's just, something's just different. And I remember waking up and being a little bit scared of how nervous I was, and it was different. And then, this is why I always call my family my secret weapon, is my 2 boys have no clue about, they know I'm going to come out and you do this, but they don't really care. They want to do their normal boy stuff. And I was renting a house with a basketball hoop, and my son had me out, and I was shooting hoops with him, playing our pig, and people are driving by, honking their horns, sticking their heads out, waving to me. And I remember thinking about how calming it was this is like a normal morning in my life, and what I'm about to go do is the opposite of normal, and it helped a lot.
Does it get heavier to carry that crown a little bit, or does your chest go out more, knowing that around here, this is it all year?
It got heavier on the weekend, for sure. It's interesting about my life is I went to school at St. John's in New York City, so I actually get such extreme support in New York as well. So when I'm in New York, I'm from St. John's. When I'm in New England and Boston, I don't. Yeah, Hartford's normally the cutoff. Anything south of Hartford's New York fans and north. So, when I come here, I feel a lot of pressure. I really do. I think of the New England kid out here watching and looking at me and thinking, this kid knows what I'm going through. I couldn't play golf in the winters. Where I grew up, this was the South down here. This was like you could play here in the winter, not where I was. And I felt like that Sunday and that weekend, I wanted to do that for the New England kids to watch and think like they can do this. And I remember watching Brad Faxon and Billy Andrade and those guys play and thinking like, okay, they did this, and that means I can too.
Andy Bissett from Travelers joins us now to tell us about the Travelers Championship. Now, how much has this tour stop meant for the greater Hartford area and the state of Connecticut over the years?
You know, we've been at this. This will be our 18th year now, and it's all about charity and community, which is terrific. And what we've done over that period of time is tried to elevate this event to a much higher level from year one in 2007 till now, and bring in more and more world-class players so that the fans have something really special to come out and watch and see. And in the end, so there is no profitable, wealthy owner. There is the charities that benefit, and last year we raised over $3 million for 180 charities. And over the 17 years, we've raised over $30 million for 900 charities. So that's what it's done. And I gotta tell you, there's a sense of pride about this event in the community. Even 17 years later, we came in and basically saved the event. And when we saved it, people were on the street saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they still, 17 years later, people are thanking us for saving this event.
What is the Travelers' footprint like in the state of Connecticut in terms of the tournament itself and the people that work there?
Our ethos of our company is always to take care of our communities, our employees, and our customers. And so this fits in right into who we are as a company and what this is as a golf tournament.
The Travelers continues to be ranked by players as one of the best stops on the tour. What makes this event special?
They do. I mean, it's the players, it's the caddies, it's their wives and their families. And, you know, every year after our event, Nathan and I sit down with as many players as we can get to say, what can we make it better? How can we make it better? What can we do to make it better? And we ask their caddies, and we ask their wives, I'll even ask their kids. I mean, it's a family event, because we always say this is a hometown tournament for hometown charities and for our communities, and that just plays right into it, that we make it feel like their hometown as well.
Now, this tournament has a rich history. What do you think has been the key to its success?
I think never accepting the status quo. That's our call out that we use every week. Never accept the status quo, always try to get better. And I think every year we've tried really hard to get a better player field. I mean, this is like, if you're going to go to a world-class golf tournament on the PGA Tour, right, it's like going to the Red Sox and watching David Ortiz, right? It's like going to the Yankees and watching Jeter. It's like you want to go see the world's best players on the field. And I think the unique part of PGA Tour golf is that we get to have like every David Ortiz and every Jeter from every team all together at one time. This is the only place in sports where I know that all of the best players in the world in that sport come together to compete against each other.
Thanks for joining us, Andy, and we wish you another successful Travelers Championship. Don't miss out on all of the action as the world's best. Visit the Travelers Championship June 19th to June 23rd at TPC River Highlands. For tickets and information, visit travelerschampionship.com. Next, we meet Nathan Grube, the tournament director of the Travelers Championship, and later I sit down with defending champion Keegan Bradley when Golf Destination returns.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination as we preview the Travelers Championship at TPC River Highlands in Cromwell, Connecticut. Nathan Grube is the tournament director of the Travelers Championship and oversees the whole operation. We are now joined by tournament director Nathan Grube. Nathan, thanks for joining us. Now, the Travelers Championship is more than 4 days of play. Tell us, what does the week look like here?
Really, when it comes down to tournament week, it's about the competition, right? I mean, these guys are coming in, they're playing for $20 million. It is a very, very serious time for them. So we want to be careful, you know, how much we impose on them getting ready. So we try very hard to make sure they have the facilities that they need, the practice area, but then also take care of the fans, you know, with the Celebrity Pro-Am on Wednesday. How we build up the golf course for the fans really comes to life with a lot of free venues that we have on property. So the fans are coming to see the best players in the world compete, and they love the competition, and so we try to make sure when they get here, they feel like we've prepared them for that.
The region really comes out and supports this event. How does being the only tour stop in the entire region of New England help benefit this tournament?
I would say from a From a pride standpoint, first of all, right? I mean, I think you have to start within Connecticut, that this is the biggest sporting event in the state of Connecticut. And so there's a pride there. Then when you expand on that and you start pulling people in from Boston, New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, you know, it's less about pride and more about this is the top event in men's professional golf. That's why we're coming here.
Now, what are some of the ticketing and hospitality options that are available?
So we try to really give something for everyone. We start with kids-free admission. We thought that was very important to keep that 15 and under for free. And then our general admission ticket, we wanted that fan to be able to experience really everything they possibly could and feel like a VIP. So we built 5 venues around the property that are free for fans. And then we go into the high-end hospitality where we know we're competing against Boston and New York when it comes to, you know, a sports fan expecting a high-end experience.
You mentioned the Travelers Championship has a lot of great activities for families. What can families expect to find there that week?
So I kind of laugh at this, and I feel like I have a bias, because as we were building out this tournament, I had 2 small kids at the time. I mean, Andy Bissett and I with Travelers, we've been doing this for close to 20 years. But when we started, it was, how do we make sure this event is for everyone? And I remember thinking, how am I going to get my kids to come to this tournament? I was like, we need face painting, rock walls, inflatables, like we need all this fun stuff to do. And sure enough, this whole fan zone came to life. And you can literally spend hours in the middle of this fan zone with your family, with your kids that get in for free, and come out with arts and crafts, faces painted, all kinds of stuff. And your kids are going, wait, we're at a golf tournament? You know, so I mean, you can spend the whole day out here too. I mean, there is golf from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. So you kind of we feel responsible for providing an entertainment experience for that whole time. So the fan zone, the free admission, something we're doing new on the driving range this year, with TrackMan and video boards and fans being able to watch the pros practice. I'm really excited about that. That's going to be new this year as well.
What do you like most about this course, and what are some of your favorite holes?
So here's the best compliment that I've gotten about our golf course. They say it punishes you for bad shots and rewards you for good shots. And that's what I think the players want. If I hit a good shot, I want to be able to make birdie. If I'm off, I want it to punish me and I want to make bogey. I don't want to hit a bad shot and then just all of a sudden have some weird kick and then I'm okay. So from a golf standpoint, when you have the best players in the world say, it's a fun golf course, it's fair, and it rewards me for good and punishes me for bad, I'm all about that golf course. So really, you look at the type of player that has won here, it doesn't favor any type of player. It's one of those golf courses that stays true to its original design. Like, we're not trying to be somebody else. You know, it's not the longest golf course on tour. But again, it makes the guys think their way around the golf course. And when you see the best do something that they're really good at and they're thinking their way through a golf course, I love it. But I think my favorite hole is 15. It's a drivable par 4. The fans get totally engaged in it, and you see guys get nervous. You know, you see guys, it's a 300-yard shot that these guys can do every single day on the range, and like you just kind of see them wait and pause, and they're thinking through it. And to see them try to drive the green, and the fans get totally engaged. I think 15 is probably my favorite hole because it starts the circle of the last 4 holes. 15, 16, 17, and 18 all play around the lake, and so you can literally see the tournament unfold right in front of you from literally one spot. And the players' families that come and watch are like, we can stand here and literally watch 15, 16, 17, and 18, and that's completely unique to us.
What are the dates that fans can come out to this tournament this year?
Sure, Wednesday through Sunday, so the 19th through the 23rd is when they can come out. We open up Wednesday for the Pro-Am. It's really much more casual. You see the guys kind of with their hair down a little bit. They're wearing shorts. They play in the Pro-Am, but then the competition is Thursday through Sunday. And what I love about it this year is, as a signature event, there's no cut. And so in the past, the fans have had to say, okay, am I going to come out and see my favorite player Thursday, Friday? Because if they miss the cut, then I won't see him Saturday, Sunday. So there was some, you don't know who's going to be there on the weekend. So as a signature event, the tour changed their format to where all the top guys are here all 4 days. So that is something that I think is really exciting, that you're going to see them all 4 days.
Thanks for joining me, Nathan, and we're looking forward to this year's Travelers Championship. You can view golf destination content from the past, as well as original programming, on our YouTube channel at Golf Destination. Next, I interview Keegan Bradley on his hometown win at the Travelers Championship.
Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.
Welcome back to Golf Destination, as we're here at TPC River Highlands previewing the Travelers Championship. I sat down with the 2023 champion, Keegan Bradley, and talked to him about his emotional win at TPC River Highlands. Thanks for joining us, Keegan. Now, going into the 2023 Travelers Championship, what was your mindset and how are you feeling about the state of your game going into it?
Well, the week before the Travelers last year, I missed the cut at the U.S. Open, and I really had played like one of my worst weeks of golf of the year. And I called my coach, and we had an emergency. I had to get him down here. We worked on Monday, which I don't normally do, and we had a great Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and sort of found some stuff and ended up playing great.
Was there ever a point during the weekend and before Sunday that you thought to yourself, hey, I can really win this thing?
Yeah, I thought midway through Saturday I was playing really, really well. It felt really comfortable out there, and I thought it's probably the first time in my career that everything in my game was the best I'd ever felt it. And it stayed with me, and that was about the time I was thinking about, I got a real good shot at this.
Now, being from New England, was there any extra pressure on you other than the fact that this tournament brings exemptions?
Yeah, I mean, the pressure was extreme. I mean, I really felt an obligation to New England, really, to win this tournament and to show and to, you know, it's very rare that you get golfers from up here. So I always feel the need to help the New England people in the golf world, and meant a lot to do that here.
What are your thoughts on the TPC River Highlands golf course?
I think TPC River Highlands is an amazing place to play a golf tournament. There's a lot that can happen between the back nine. You can birdie every hole, but you can also bogey every hole, and I think that's what makes it for such an exciting tournament.
What are your favorite holes on the course?
I really like 15, 16, 17. I think that those holes sort of decide the tournament most years, and a lot can happen.
You're a New England native. How do you think growing up here helped shape your golf game?
Well, I think that growing up in New England, I always sort of had a chip on my shoulder against, you know, some of the guys that were from down south that could play year round. And I really felt that I needed to work harder than them because I had way less time. And I think as my career went on, it ended up helping me with that.
Keegan, thanks so much for spending time with us, and we wish you all the best as you look to defend your title at this year's Travelers Championship.
Thank you.
Don't miss out on all of the action as the world's best. Visit the Travelers Championship June 19th to June 23rd at TPC River Highlands. For tickets and information, visit travelerschampionship.com. You can view golf destination content from the past, as well as original programming on our YouTube channel at Golf Destination. Still ahead, the Travelers Championship unveils a unique gift for their champion, and a funny story told by Keegan over a cup of coffee when Golf Destination returns.
Golf Destination is brought to you in part by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy.
Welcome back to Golf Destination as we preview the Travelers Championship at TPC River Highlands in Cromwell, Connecticut. Defending champions of tournaments are rarely able to make it to media days because of their busy schedules. But this is Keegan's second appearance, having attended the one in Boston as well. The Travelers Championship appreciated that and knew the perfect gift for him based upon a certain Boston team that Keegan once threw the first pitch out for.
This is something very special for you.
Holy, are you kidding me?
It's from Fenway Park,
Oh my God.
and it says on it, Travelers Championship, Keegan Bradley, 2023 champion. And it's actually that came out of Fenway Park. And
Are you kidding me?
Keegan also told a funny story with his son when they visited a local coffee shop.
I was in the coffee shop in the town that I have a house in, and I just won here. And I'm a pretty shy to myself guy. I'm not looking for attention, put it that way. And I went into the coffee shop, I could feel people sort of looking at me. And I was just trying to mind my own business, get my coffee and leave. I was in there with my 6-year-old son. And, you know, it was Starbucks, and they said, all right, Keegan. And then as we're walking out, Logan youngest son yelled out, Keegan Bradley, Travelers Champion. And I'm like, Logan, like I was pissed. I was like, and as I walked out, everyone started clapping.
Well, thanks for joining us as we preview the Travelers Championship, which is played here at TPC River Highlands from June 19th to June 23rd. Visit their website, travelerschempionship.com, for the latest information on the field, tickets, and their social media channels. I'm Meredith Gorman, and I hope to see you tournament week of the Travelers Championship.
Golf Destination is brought to you by Goslings of Bermuda. Dare to be happy. Duca del Cosma, Italian Golf Evolution. Buca, be original. Club Benchmarking, your partner on the path to data-driven leadership.